I was inviting a little Caucasian child into the house. I was like, what is going on? I was like, why was I inviting a little Caucasian child in the house to play?
You are beautifully and wonderfully made. Yes, you are beautifully, you're wonderfully made.
Good morning, y'all. It is your girl, your cousin, your niece, your auntie, your BFF, and your mama. I am picking up Mary Kay. It is Friday, November 6th. CJ want to see y'all, apparently. Staring at me. Say good morning, Papa.
You making money off of that day?
No one asked you all of that. Just say good morning. Yeah. You doing good today?
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Oh. I know you got some things to do. Proud of you. I know. You going with Lula today? I know your every move, buddy. Don't you worry about it. Okay. That way. Say good morning. Good morning. You smell different today. All right, guys. Like fresh scent. Something different than what you normally wear.
What's this? Joe Sanders.
Oh. Breakfast.
The last one. I had this 1.5. He ate 1.5.
It's okay. See you guys.
So he'll eat the other half. I left the other half for him. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, guys. It is so nice out here today. We are headed to the what? Just fix my nose thing.
Yeah, girl, I had a lot.
We are headed to the nail shop. And I'm so happy this little face mask actually make my this mask better. Mary Kay was eating the material every time, and then my ear kept falling down, but it's holding pretty good. Oh, the devil has arrived. Return that station. All right, y'all, we gotta go. You ready? Mary Kay's first time at the shop. All right. You want to listen to look who we found on the side of the road with his little army mask on. Look at my daddy. Look,
I'm not your daddy with his mask on. So
you not my daddy?
That's your buddy.
Okay. Well, whatever. He was helping Lula rake leaves. There's Mary Kay. What was on that man's face?
Oh.
It was creepy. All right, guys. I gotta go. So, when I say we are done, I am done. Mary Kay been chilling. About to go get something to eat. Just coming out of the second shop, right? Because the first one was not shopping right. It was shopping wrong.
I think I'm dehydrated.
You just finished my water time.
Okay.
So Mary Kay got her feet done today. That's what I forgot to tell y'all. She didn't get her nails done. But my nails are, I've seen them on Pinterest and I just wanted it. Gray is really becoming like my very favorite color. I have a lot of gray clothing. I didn't realize it, but these are the nails. With this little silvery. My face is illuminating.
Because you're gray?
No, because I'm sweaty. So.
Want to see my
next time, they don't want to see your feet. Next time I mention chocolate on these vlogs. I'm glad this is your car.
My feet just
please tell me no ma'am. No ma'am. Because I'm just tic-tac-toe connected dots.
I can ride in here like don't.
Y'all, look at this fool. So she could ride in the car. I hate when people ride with their feet up in their windshield. But hey, you do what you do. It's your feet, your windshield. Just don't do it here. All right. So it's the end of the night. I'm getting ready to go wash my face and take it down. Let me turn this TV down a little bit. So it took me a good little nap once I got to my parents' house finally. Before I came home, I was supposed to, I didn't even tell y'all. So I was supposed to have a date tonight. That got moved to tomorrow because unfortunately my date got in a bad accident yesterday. So, I mean, he was fine. He was with his mother, so they both were fine. He did have to get a shot in his shoulder. So he was in pain. But what's funny is, not funny, what's ironic is, my shoulder is busted, okay? So I was getting stuff out of the car. Mary Kay was, you know, from the day. She took her bag, a couple other things, and I was like, no, I got it. And I told y'all I'm a bag lady, right? So I was like, I'm not coming back out here. I'm just going to grab everything at once. And I took the trunk to close it down with one arm, my left arm. And I don't know how the heck I missed that or didn't understand it. I slammed it down on my shoulder, on my left shoulder. And all I could do, like I said, F. Like I literally screamed that out loud. I was like, oh my God, after the fact. But I didn't care. I was so, oh my God. Y'all talk about pain. I'm probably most likely going to be bruised tomorrow. It's like right in this area. So I'm pretty sure it is because I was in so much pain. I took some like medicine for muscle cramp, I forget, whatever Mary Kay gave me. I took that and relaxed. And I got so much crap I need to do here tomorrow, but hopefully everything will work and I'll be okay. I have to go help my neighbor do something tomorrow, and then like I said, I do have a date, but I wanted to do some stuff around here. I keep putting that off, but I gotta finish it. So we'll see. So hopefully everything will kick in and I'll be much better in the morning. But just wanted to say good night to you guys to end the vlog correctly. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be blessed. Most importantly, be a blessing. I'm trying not to cough, so there's nothing wrong with me. LWLOOL. Smooches on. Good morning, y'all. It is your girl, your cousin, your auntie, your sister, your niece, your BFF. Oh, it ain't even morning. Good afternoon. It's your girl, your cousin, your auntie, your BFF, your sister, your niece, and your mama. Oh, and your mama, LWL. So, that medicine I took last night was everything. I'm gonna not bring myself to get up, but I feel much better today. My neck is bothering me a little bit. Sorry for the lights. But child, I don't care how much you wash your face, mascara still be coming off. But I took this medicine, y'all. It always gives me the craziest dreams ever, I swear to you. But besides that, I just wanted to come on because I woke up to the awesome news of who won our presidency for 2021. And I try to be silent, which doesn't really happen a lot on the channel. As far as what I was going to say is, with religion and politics, it's a sensitive subject because no one's views are going to match. For the most part, you know, you have people who are so adamant about certain things, and I don't want to push my political thoughts, my religious thoughts on anyone. Now, with religion, it's just something that's really natural. So when I talk about God, I'm going to talk about him. I'm not going to, and let me rephrase that, when I talk about Jesus, I'm not going to refrain from that because that's just me. I am not nowhere near where I want to be as far as my relationship goes with God. It's something that's ever evolving, ever growing. I don't think that as Christians or as any believers to think that they should be content where they are. You should always be pushing to elevate. But anyway, and with political, it's just like some of the things are asinine that people have been saying, and it just saddened me, the state of the world. Not that the state wasn't always that way, but the boldness of it, you know what I'm saying? And I said previously, I never was one to watch I remember when the elections were happening with Obama, and I was just so, y'all, I stayed up all night that night, waited for the results, the first term, and I boo-hoo cried and rejoiced because I was so excited. I couldn't believe it, number one. Then I was so excited, and then I was afraid at the same time. Afraid for his safety. You know, same thing happened the second go round. But this one was just like, all politicians say things to get in office, or they may have good intentions, but y'all have to realize that there is no real dictator. Donald Trump thought he was a dictator. He tried to run the country as he was a dictator. But you, even as president, there's rules for you. Things that you are not able to do. It takes your entire cabinet. Now, granted, most of the people in the cabinet are going to be Republican. So, you just got a Democratic president. And to me, it wouldn't have mattered if, let's say Trump was a Democrat and Biden was a Republican. Oh, I would have voted for Biden. The amount of filth that came and comes out of this man's mouth, he cannot even hold a debate. He can't actually even, like, there's just so much. It's like there's someone with a junior high school education running our country, or a mentality of a toddler. It's just ridiculous, and I watched in horror for the last 4 years, like, I can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? There has to be a better way. And the fact that you had an attitude because you wanted them to stop counting, do you not know even if they had stopped, you would have still lost? Like, how old are we? You want to stop a count that you made necessary, because if we didn't have this pandemic, or you took care of it previously, we would have all been able to go to the polls. It wouldn't have taken this long. Period. So, I digress. I woke up with the happy news. I'm in good spirits. I am still praying for America. I am praying that nothing else comes out of this. I need both sides to just unite. It's ridiculous. I get so overwhelmed and frustrated with this BS, with classism, with racism. Do y'all not know that even y'all with the big 6-figure, 7-figure incomes are a check away from being destitute? Anything can happen. Anything. Do y'all not know that something can happen where your life is in jeopardy, and guess what? It could be somebody that's a little brown or black coming to save your life. Come on with the BS. So, I digress. I want everybody to get along. I love everybody. I'm not going to say that I haven't been pre-programmed because of society or things to look at others with a side eye in the beginning. People always wonder why black people have this, oh, it's not about race. Well, for us, it has been. So a lot of times if I go somewhere and I feel like it's injustice and unfortunately it's someone of a different color, it may not even be that. But this is what my mind thinks. And I had to reprogram it to be like, okay, maybe this person just having a bad day. But what you're not going to do is treat me a certain way, but treat the other person like they're gold. I've been there. So, and I know most of us have. So it's time for a change. You know, I'm elated. Biden is not my savior. I'm not putting my trust and hope in him. I am putting my trust and hope in the Lord, and just knowing that this is something not only knowing that this is something not only historical, but it's something so powerful. Not only that, you got a woman as a vice president. Not only a woman, an African-American woman, or a woman of African-American descent. So, to God be the glory, because even with that, I'm like, you made a choice where Biden chose her. It's like, it could go either way. Because some of us, men, our black men, or men period, would never vote to have a woman in office. That's just the mentality. So I was like, you could sway a lot of votes to the other side. Or have people just not vote at all. But God already knew what it was. So, needless to say, I'm happy. I'm excited. I want to do something today now. I wanted to stay home all day, y'all. Get my life right. And I still might. My medicine I took had me all the time dreaming psychotically. In my dream, I had broken 4 fingernails. I was chasing somebody up the street. I was inviting a little Caucasian child into the house. I was like, what is going on? I was like, why was I inviting a little Caucasian child in the house to play? I don't play with nobody kids like that. So anyway, Very strange. Very strange. Some other people, random people showed up in my dreams. I was just like, no, sir. I gotta stop with the drugs. I'm hallucinating. But it was so real. I woke up and I was like, oh, I gotta call Sally. I woke up like ready to call my nail lady. Like, Heifer, you just did my nails yesterday and they done got, I didn't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Darn me for closing that doggone trunk on my shoulder, but I feel better. I'm going to finish my bathroom today, and then I'll think about putting up my shelves. I don't know, y'all. I really think I want to get out today, but I want to watch the news. I want to see what's going on in the world. I'm praying for peace. I'm praying for no backlash. There is no recounting. I'm praying for the safety of the newly elected president and vice president, and I'm just praying for healing. All right, guys. Love you guys. Hope you all are safe. Hope you all are doing just as well as I am. And, yeah, this is a happy day for me. I don't know about for you, but I'm happy with the results. And, I holla. Maybe I'll look a little bit better when I holla. I can't make no promises. Even my light don't want to stay on me. Damn. Okay. So, y'all, I'm looking just like yesterday. I said I wanted to come out and rock my blue. Actually, I'm looking a little different than yesterday because I have on not a stitch of makeup. I need to give my face a rest because, like I stated, that, what do you call it? Chocolate did a number on me. So, I am getting ready to go up to Juanita's. And I'm also, what was I going to say to y'all? Oh, so update. I'm going to just maybe insert a picture, or when I get back home, I'll show you guys. With my wallpaper, like, I'm so excited. It looks really cute. But, y'all, one problem, I didn't get enough. I really should have got 2 rolls. Right? But the second problem, and most important, is when I had started halfway, and then I decided this morning I was going to finish it. And I started to finish it, and as I unraveled it, you know how sometimes, maybe they ran out the original stream, the roll, right? So they had seamlessly attached another one to it, but you can see it based on the way that it was put together, which was fine. But once I started to continue to unravel, they had black marker underneath it on the white part, which is the throwaway, the tape, the paper, which is fine. But as I kept unraveling that throwaway part, the front of it had this black marker over like 50% of it, and I, immediately was pissed. I jumped up, tried to get the order number and everything, but Walmart was really, like, they were quick. I didn't have to wait long. They said that unfortunately it's out of stock, which I knew because I looked online. And they could just give me a refund for it. So I'm looking now for the same one. Hopefully someone will have it. But I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's really cute. Did an update, covered some of the things that my wall needed to have covered. And it just gives it a pop of like class and girliness. Because, that's all that matters in my home. Is that I am satisfied. And that I like it. And it represents me. And I ain't got to worry about it representing nobody else. So if I get a little visitor or something, it represents me. Everything should be summed up in what you see. That is my goal. Lots of affirmations all over the place. I just want to go home and make it feel like peace and positivity. So that's what I'm aiming for. At one point, I think it did feel like that, and it just kind of got away from it. And not anybody's fault, just, time changes things. So, all right, y'all. I'll holla. All right, y'all. So I'm back.
The healing promise first and foremost to be a president.
Washing clothes. I just listened to the acceptance. I can hear talk. What's wrong with this? I just listened to the acceptance speeches for my new president-elect and vice president. So I'm feeling so good. And I just want to say the best way, or the best thing that I got out of this, which was so much, was how President-elect Biden ended his speech, and he said, His grandfather used to always tell him to keep the faith, and his grandmother would say, no, Joe, spread the faith. Like, that was profound. I'm excited, you know, excited for the future of America. It definitely can't get any worse, okay? Let me show you guys my wallpaper, and then I'm going to be out for the night with vlogging. Because the other stuff I have to do, I have to do on my own. I'm out of breath, y'all, because I was working, crying, looking. This kind of took me back to the whole presidential election with Obama. I remember that like it was yesterday. So, I'm excited. Let me show you guys what my wallpaper looks like so far. I think I showed you guys where it was messed up at. If not, I'm going to. So, I put some of this over. This is some of it that was messed up, written on. So at this point, and I was cutting them away. This is a couple of pieces left over. But either way, it wouldn't have been enough. But isn't it so cute so far? That little piece up there needs to be filled in. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the top. I'm going to leave that white like a border. I trimmed, look at my eyes. I trimmed enough here. And on this side, I just have to trim it because you see it's going to the other side. But I'm going to fix that. And but this whole wall will be done. I was able to find the exact match at Amazon, so I ordered that. So I have a bit extra, and I'll probably will make the extra. I'll probably have the extra go over here in this area. So that's it, y'all. I'm done. I'm elated. I'm excited. This is history. I don't want to say much about it, but I wanted to be able to document it so that I could look back on it and remember how I felt. This is how I feel. Yo, this is how I feel. Alright, y'all. LWL. L. Smooches, y'all. Be blessed. And most importantly, be a blessing. Mwah.
You are beautifully and wonderfully